We are looking for the guard outside of Sinclair Mansion. We're also looking for gossip. Open gate. That's a good sign. However, oh, I feel like a dairy cow. They have a dairy cow? Or am I in the wrong area? Talk to gossip. There's some kind of commotion up at the Sinclair place, I hear. Not surprising, all things considered. Talk to guard. What's going on here? Oh, it's terrible. Lord Sinclair has been murdered and we don't have any clues as to who or why. We are totally baffled. If you can help us, we will be very grateful. Yes, I will help. Thanks a lot. What should I be doing to help? Look around and investigate who might be responsible. The Sarge said every murderer leaves clues to who done it, but frankly, we're out of our depth here. Okay. One of his guards has asked me to help solve the murder. I should examine the crime scene very closely for evidence and interrogate everybody in the area carefully. Alright, we're gonna walk north. Does that mean I have to talk to gossip again? I'm investigating the murder at the Sinclair place. Murder, is it? Well, I'm not really surprised. What can you tell me about Sinclair's? Well, what do you want to know? Tell me about Lord Sinclair. Old Lord Sinclair was a great man with a lot of respect in these parts, more than his worthless children have anyway. His children, they have something to gain by his death. Yes, you could say that. Not that I'm one to gossip. Okay, why would you not allow me to continue? Come back. Where are you? Where'd the gossip go? Sinclairs, what do you want to know? Why do the Sinclairs live so far from town? Well, they used to live in the big castle, but old Lord Sinclair gave it up so those strange knights could live there instead. So the king built him a new house to the north. It's more cramped than his old place, but he seemed to like it. His children were furious at him for doing it, though. Okay. What do you want to know? What can you tell me about his sons? His sons, they all have their own skeletons in their cupboards. You have to be more specific. Who are you interested in exactly? More options. Bob. Bob is an odd character indeed. I'm not one to gossip, but I heard Bob's addicted to tea. He can't make it through the day without having at least 20 cups.
Jeez.
You might not think that's a big thing, but he has spent thousands of gold to feed his habit. At one point, he stole a lot of silverware from the kitchen and pawned it just so he could afford to buy his daily tea allowance. If his father ever found out, he would be in so much trouble, he might even get disowned.
For stealing silverware?
Yeah.
Nobody needs to calm down.
Sons, let's hear about David. David, oh David, not many people know this, but David really has an anger problem. He's always screaming and shouting at the household servants when he's angry, and they live in a state of fear, always walking on eggshells around him, but none of them have the courage to talk to his father about his behavior. If they did, Lord Sinclair would almost certainly kick him out of the house, as some of the servants have been there longer than he has. He definitely has no right to treat them like he does, but I'm not one to gossip about people.
Why have you been gossiping?
Vulcans lie. Don't lie.
He lied.
He lied. Murder, is it?
But he's only half, so it doesn't count.
True, that was his human side. Did I hit the wrong button? Who do you think is responsible? Well, I guess it could have been an intruder, but that big guard dog of theirs, I seriously doubt it. I suspect it was someone closer to home. Especially as I heard the poison salesman in Sears Village made a big sale to one of the family the other day. Noted. We're going to have to go talk to him. I already knew that, but we're going to have to go talk to him. Murder, is it? Tell me about the Sinclairs. Who do you want to know? Sons. The last son is Frank the Tank. I'm not one to talk ill of people behind their backs, but Frank is a real piece of work. He's an absolutely terrible gambler. He can't pass 2 dogs in a street without putting a bet on which one will bark first.
Okay, that's aggressive.
I mean, He has already squandered all of his allowance, and I heard he has stolen a number of paintings of his father's to sell and try to cover his debts, but he
See, that's a little worse than Philaware.
still owes a lot of people a lot of money. If his father ever found out, he would stop his income, and then he would be in serious trouble. Okay, let's hear about the daughters.
Not the dolls.
His daughters, eh? They're all nasty pieces of work.
Oh.
Which of them specifically did you want to know about? 3 daughters, apparently. Tell me about Anna. Anna, yes. Anna has 2 great loves, sewing and gardening. But one thing she has kept in secret is that she has once had an affair with Stanford's gardener, trying to get him fired when they broke up.
What?
By killing all the flowers in the garden.
Rude
If her
person.
father ever found out what she had done, he would be so furious he would probably disown her.
Why? I mean, yeah, that's a crappy thing to do. But I don't think a dad's gonna just disown you.
You tell that to Carol. Oh, Carol, she is such a fool. You didn't hear this from me, but I heard a while ago she was conned out of a lot of money by a traveling salesman who sold her a box full of beans by telling her they were magic. That's so funny because that's the start of another quest.
I remember.
I don't remember which one. I'm being close. But they weren't. She was sold some rare books from the library to cover her debts, but her father would be incredibly annoyed if he ever found out. He might even throw her out of the house.
Rare books. That one's hard.
Talk to Gossip. What has Gossip got to say about the last daughter, Elizabeth?
Not Elizabeth.
Elizabeth has a strange problem. She eats couch cushions.
What?
She cannot help herself, but is always stealing small objects. It's pretty sad that she's rich enough to Yes. It's pretty sad that she's rich enough to afford to buy things, but would rather steal them instead. Now, I don't want to spread stories, but I heard she even stole a silver needle from her father that had great sentimental value for him.
What episode of My Strange Addictions are we on?
7. He was devastated when it was lost and cried for a week thinking he had lost it.
Okay, he chill, bro.
It was sentimental.
I don't give a
If he ever found out
shit.
that it was her who had stolen it, he would go absolutely mental, maybe even disowning her.
Okay, can we get a new word?
Dr. Gossip. I think the butler did it. That's so funny. And I think you've been reading too many cheap detective novels. Hobbs is kind of uptight, but his loyalty to old Sinclair is beyond question. It's not the butler.
It's always the butler.
I'm so confused about who did it. You think you give me any hints? My father used to be in the guard. He always wrote himself notes on a piece of paper so he could keep track of information easily. Maybe we should try that. Don't forget to thank me if I help you solve the case.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
So what I'm hearing is, look, I have a note. Wireframe is found in 117 HT, by the way, which we already looked at earlier. Talk to poison salesman, says you. Salesman.
I can at least sell spells. Jesus.
You can't even speak. Climb up staircase, talk to guard. We haven't talked to the guard. We started the quest with guard, but I can't reach that. Open gate. Where is the guard? Talk to the guard. How did Lord Sinclair die? Well, it's all very mysterious. Mary, the maid, found the body in the study next to his bedroom on the east wing of the ground floor. The door was found locked from the inside, and it seemed to have been stabbed, but there was an odd smell in the room. Frankly, I'm stumped. I know who did it. No, I don't know who did it, so I'm not going to do that. Wasn't there a little house out here?
Yeah, it's like the gardener's thing.
Yeah, that had the little notepad, or was he just saying that? Let's investigate the fountain. You found a fountain with a large number of insects around the base.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting.
Insects around base of fountain. Bug spray. You know. Chop down willow tree. We don't want to do. Pick up cabbage. Investigate Sinclair Mansion drain. It's the drains from the kitchen. I don't know if that's accurate. Drains from kitchen. Talk to Anna. Banana. Fee-fi Fofana. Search Anna's barrel. Can't reach that. Is there a door to get to Anna? Or is Anna in the house?
I think Anna's in the house.
Talk to Stanford. I'm here to help the guards with their investigation. How can I help? Who do you think is responsible? It was Anna. She is seriously unbalanced. She trashed the garden once and then tried to blame it on me. I bet it was her. It's just the kind of thing she would do. She really hates me and was arguing with Lord Sinclair about trashing the garden a few days ago.
Uh-oh.
Investigate sex. I don't know where I clicked to. I need to talk to Stanford still. Why are you running away? Where were you at the time of the murder? Right here by my little shed. It's very cozy to sit and think in. Thanks, Stanford. Did you hear any suspicious noises at all? Not that I remember. So no sounds of a struggle between Lord Sinclair and an intruder, not to the best of my recollection. How about the guard dog barking? Not that I can recall. No barking, no noise. Okay. I swear there was a chopped down maple tree. A door. Open door. Investigate sacks. There's some flypaper in there. Should I take it? Yes, it might be useful. Anything else of note? Closed door. Take from barrel of flour. I can't reach that. I thought there was... Investigate. It's a heap of compost. Okay, I think there are bee hives. I think over here. Sinclair family beehive. It's a very old beehive. I think I have to learn more. Investigate sturdy wooden gate. As you approach the gate, the guard dog starts barking loudly at you. There's no way an intruder could have committed the murder. It must have been someone the dog knew to get past it quietly. Dog knew them. We already know this. Scrap paper. Can't reach that. Pierre? Who's Pierre? Pungent pot. Oh, Sinclair guard dog. Big, noisy, and scary looking. Who do you think did it?
I'm not sure.
I'm here to help the guards with the investigation. How can I help? Who do you think is responsible? Honestly, I think it was Carol. Saw her in a huge argument with Lord Sinclair in the library the other day. It was something to do with the stolen book. She definitely seemed upset enough to have done it afterwards.
Oof.
Okay. Where were you at the time of the murder? I was in town at the inn. When I got back, the house was swarming with guards who told me that what had happened. What had happened was... did you hear any suspicious noises? Well, like what? Any sounds of struggle? No, I don't remember hearing anything like that. He was in town.
Yeah, so how could he have heard anything?
How about the guard dog barking? I hear him bark all the time. It's one of his favorite things to do. I can't say I did the night of the murder, though, as I wasn't close enough to hear it either way. Pierre. Let's see if we can Get inside the house. Can't reach that. Open large door. Okay. We're going to investigate Sinclair family crest. Can't reach that. Lovely. Open door. Now, can we investigate the crest? Yes, we can. No, we can't. Can't reach that. Open door. How about now? How now, brown cow? I can't reach that.
Is this really bothering me?
Take criminal's dagger. The knife doesn't seem sturdy enough to have killed Lord Sinclair. Take scrap paper. I can't reach that. Closed door. Take pungent pot. It seems like Lord Sinclair was drinking from this before he died. Examine. A pot found at the murder scene with a sickly odor. Examine the flypaper. A piece of flypaper. It's sticky. Examine criminal's dagger. A flimsy-looking dagger found at the crime scene. Pungent pot. Dagger. Investigate smashed window. Some thread seems to have been caught on a loose nail on the window. Some blue thread found at the murder scene. I can't see the color blue. So I don't know who's wearing blue. Talk to Frank. Can I reach Frank? I can't reach that. Open door. Talk to Frank. Here to help the guards? Good for you. What do you want?
Rude.
Can you spare me in my am a little short?
What a poopy butt.
Who do you think was responsible? I don't know. You don't know how long it takes an inheritance to come through to you. I could really use that money pretty soon.
Wow.
Where were you when the murder happened? I don't know. Somewhere around here, probably. Spare me a few coins. I'll be able to pay you double tomorrow. It's just there's this poker night tonight in town. Do you recognize this thread? Frank examines the thread from the crime scene. Kind of looks like the same material as my trousers are made of. Same color anyway. Think it's worth anything? Can I have it? Or just some money?
Well, I don't know. I think maybe.
It might be Frank. Frank's blue thread trousers. I think I already got everything from him. Bookcase. Guard. There's another guard. Oh, it's the same guard. I think it's talk to any guard. Talk to David. Here to help the guards and make this quick. I have better things to do than be interrogated by half-wits all day. Okay, who have we talked to? Gossip. Okay, let's go back up. Gossip. Stanford. Pierre. Frank. Now David. Did we talk to Anna? No, we didn't. She was inside the house. Who do you think was responsible? I don't really know or care. Frankly, old man deserved to die. There was a suspicious red-headed man who came to the house the other day selling poison. Now that I think about it, last I saw he was headed towards the tavern in the Steers village. Where were you when the murder happened? That is none of your business. Are we finished now, or are you just going to stand there irritating me with your idiotic questions all day? Yeah, I am. Do you recognize this thread? You show him the thread found in the study window. No. Can I go yet? Your face irritates me. Wow. Let's see if we can open up some doors. Ooh, Hobbs. Who's Hobbs? Let's open up Hobbs' door. Who's Deanna? Who was Leanna?
What are you talking about?
There was an L person over here. Another guard. Let's see if we can talk to Anna. I'm here to help the guards with their investigation. Oh, really? What do you want to know then? Who do you think was responsible? It's clearly an intruder. Okay, Anna's suspicious. Well, I don't think it was. It was one of our lazy servants then.
Wow, Anna, that was rude.
Where were you when the murder happened? In the library. No one else was there, so you just have to take my word for it.
Okay, Anna, this is when you shut up and get a lawyer.
Anna, you're being very suspicious right now. Do you recognize this thread? Show Anna the thread. No, not really. The thread is fairly common. I don't know. Search Anna's barrel. There's something shiny at the bottom. You take Anna's silver necklace. Examine Anna's shiny silver coated necklace. Open drawers. Search drawers. The drawers are empty. Open drawers. That's a different set of drawers. Cook range. Take from barrel of flour. Can't reach that. Where's Hobbs at? Hobbs and Shaw. I swear there's an L in front of Anna. I'm in the corner. There's Anna. Where did Hobbs go? Talk to Hobbs. I can't reach that. Open door. Talk to Hobbs. Here to help the guards with their investigation. How can I help? Who do you think is responsible? Well, let's write down that or talk to Hobbs. So this is 2 sons, 1 daughter. Well, in my considered opinion, it must be David. The man is... Who do we think it is? Frank? Oh, yeah, it's Frank. The man is nothing more than a bully, and I happen to know that poor Lord Sinclair and David had a massive argument in the living room about the way he treated the staff the other day. I did not intend to overhear their conversation, but they were shouting so loudly I could not help but overhear it. David definitely used the words, "I'm going to kill you," as well. I think he should be the prime suspect. He's a nasty temper, that one. Okay. Hobbs thinks it's David. Guard. Hobbs. Bob's barrel. There's something hidden in the bottom. You take Bob's silver cup. Examine. Bob's shiny silver coated teacup. Hobbs, David. We already talked to David. Open door. Can I take from barrel flour? You need something to put flour in. Is there a pot around here? Cook range. Louisa. I knew there was an L. Lucia. That's spelled right. Louisa. I'm here to help the guards with their investigation. How can I help? Who do you think is responsible? Elizabeth. Straight up. Her father confronted her about her constant petty thieving and was even devastated to find she had stolen a silver needle, which had meant a lot to him. You could hear their argument from Lumbridge. Where were you at the time of the murder? I was right here with Hobbs and Mary. You can't suspect me, surely. I am suspecting you. And don't call me Shirley. I'm here to help. How can I help? Did you hear anything suspicious? Suspicious? What do you mean suspicious? Any sounds of a struggle with an intruder, for example? No, I'm sure I don't recall any such thing. How about the guard dog barking at an intruder? No, I didn't. If you don't have anything else to ask, you can go. Can you go? And leave me alone now? I have a lot of cooking to do for this evening. Why is everyone so rude?
Because people be like that, you know?
Unfortunately. I need a empty pot. Can't reach that. Open door. Climb up staircase. Okay, I feel like there were... Oh, Carol. Can we talk to Carol? Can't reach Carol. Can we open a door to Carol? Talk to Carol. I'm here to help the guards with their investigation. Well, ask what you want to know then. Who do you think was responsible? I don't know. I think it's very convenient that you happened to arrive here so soon after it happened. Maybe it was you.
Okay, Carol.
All right, Carol. Projection, trying to like cover it up.
Literally.
Where were you when the murder happened? Why, are you accusing me of something? You seem to have a very high opinion of yourself. I was in my room, if you must know, alone. Do you recognize this thread? You show Carol the thread found at the crime scene. It's some thread. Sorry, do you have a point here, or do you just enjoy wasting people's time? Why? Search Carol's barrel. There's something shiny. Carol's shiny silver bottle. Shiny silver coated bottle. Talk to Mary. Oh, I talked to, was it Carol? Carol and now Mary. I'm missing David Frank. Who's the other boy?
Bob.
Bob. I'm missing Bob. Here to help the guards with their investigation. How can I help? Who do you think is responsible? I don't know. Frank was acting kind of funny after that big argument. Him and the Lord and others. Frank was acting kind of funny after that big argument him and the Lord had the other day by the beehive. So I guess maybe him, but it's really scary to think someone here might have been responsible. I actually hope it was a burglar. Where were you at the time of the murder? I was with Hobbs and Louisa in the kitchen, helping to prepare Lord Sinclair's meal. And then when I took to him in his study, I saw, it was horrible. She seems to be on the verge of crying. You decided not to push her anymore for details. Well, I'm about to. Did you hear any suspicious noises at all? I don't really remember hearing anything out of the ordinary. No sounds of a struggle then? No, I don't remember hearing anything like that. How about the guard dog barking? Oh, that horrible dog is always barking at nothing, but I don't think I did. Okay, let's see if Mary has a barrel. Search Mary's barrel. Drawers. Door. Carol's barrel. Mary, guard, door, bookcase. Investigate spider's nest. It looks like a spider's nest of some kind. Mary, door. David's barrel. We want that for sure. Open door. Where's David's barrel? I just saw it. Oh, it was right there. I keep clicking the wrong spot.
What?
Who do you think did it?
I don't know.
Really? I thought
I
you
don't
would
think
have
it was
deduced
Carol.
it. You think it was Carol? Because she was like projecting.
No, the other one.
Frank?
No.
There's a door I have to open and I don't know where it is.
Good job.
Closed door. Carol's barrel. How far south can I go?
Getting chilly.
I think it might be Frank. But of course it might be too soon to tell. Open drawers. Closed door. I'm literally like right next to some doors. A door open. Oh, I saw an open door. And where did it go? Open door. Where? So, where's David's barrel? You take David's silver book. That's very interesting. There are 2 more barrels I need to find, but I'm also guard. Donovan, the family handyman.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. How can I help? Who do you think is responsible? Oh, I really couldn't say. I wouldn't want to point any fingers at anybody. If I had to make a guess, I'd have to say it was probably Bob, though. Saw him arguing with Lord Sinclair about some missing silverware from the kitchen. It was a very heated argument. I'm here to help the guards with their investigation. Where were you at the time of the murder? Me, I was sound asleep here in the servants' quarters. It's very hard work as a handyman around here. There's always something to do.
I don't think that's good.
Total all open manual. I am working on this. It's very quiet. Did you hear any suspicious noises at all? No, I didn't, but I was sleeping soundly that night. So you didn't hear any sounds of struggle or any breaking from the guard dog next to a study window? Now that you mention it, no, it was odd. I didn't hear anything like that, but I do sleep very soundly. As I said, I wouldn't necessarily have heard it if there was any such noise. Same, bro. Heavy sleeper. We're gonna open a door that was not even near where I looked. And we're gonna look. I saw a barrel, didn't I? I saw a barrel. Frank's barrel. Frank's silver pot. Okay, I've got 5.
What do you need all the silver shit for?
So I need to get a pot for the pot of flour, and I need to use the flour on these to get fingerprints, I think. Oh, there's Elizabeth. I can't reach Elizabeth. We're going to open the door and then talk to Elizabeth. Here to help the guards. What's so important you need to bother me with then?
Wow.
Who do you think is responsible? Could have been anyone. The old man was an idiot. He's been asking for it for years.
Wow.
I think it might be Elizabeth.
I don't think the actual killer would be so blunt.
Maybe. I don't know. Some of them are pretty arrogant. Where were you when the murder happened? I was out. Can you be any more specific? Not really. I don't have to justify myself to the likes of you, you know.
Wow.
I know the king personally, you know. Now, are we finished here? You know? Do you recognize this thread? You show her the thread. Looks like blue thread to me. If you can't work that out for yourself, I don't hold much hope for you solving this crime.
She's mean.
It looks like a lot like the material your trousers are made of, doesn't it? I suppose it does. So what? Okay. And Elizabeth's. It was her. Calling it now. Search Elizabeth's barrel. Take Elizabeth's silver needle.
Oh.
Okay, I think I got all of the items, but one daughter, okay, there's one direction right there, one direction, And one. I'm still need to find Bob, bro.
Where's Bobby boy at?
Where's
And are you missing a barrel?
No, I got all 6 of them. There's 3 boys, 3 girls.
Where the fuck's Bob at?
Elizabeth, Mary, Carol. Now it's David, Frank, and Bob. Where's Bob?
Why are you putting D?
One boy.
You put D for daughter.
Just don't worry about it, bro. One bro. How about that? Donovan. Guard. Take address form. That might be useful. Can't reach that. Who would have thought? Open door. There is an address form.
I literally just saw it. You're going so fast.
Yeah, I know. I do that. Guard, door, guard, bookcase, bookcase. How about I go up so I can actually do like the top of the item? Address form. The form says apply now for great savings. Don't let this great deal pass you by. I did not get an address form. Okay. Donovan again. What else was over here? Donovan.
Wasn't one of them outside? Wasn't somebody outside?
I talked to Stanford. I think Bob might be by the fountain.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong.
I thought somebody was by the fountain.
Well, let's see if I can find the staircase down. Now I need to go to the big doors. Open large door. Sinclair Family Fountain. Bark. See a Bob anywhere?
Mm-mm.
Family Fountain.
Oh,
Talk to Bob.
I knew somebody was outside.
I'm here to help the guards with their investigations. I suppose I had better talk to you then. Who do you think was responsible? I don't really care as long as no one thinks it was me. Maybe it was the strange potion seller that headed towards Sears Village. Okay, Bob's trying to
Pawn off
responsibility. Where were you when the murder happened? I was walking by myself in the garden. Can anyone vouch for that? No, but I was.
Okay, Bob.
Okay, Bob. Do you recognize this thread? It's some thread. Great clue. No, really. Okay, I talked to everyone. Let's say I talked to Bob down here. Now, let's go talk to the poison salesman. And then get a pot. We are looking fishing. I don't want to run too far south, you know.
No.
Estate agent. That might be a good start. Oak tree. I'm looking for the bank. Climb up ladder. That's a good start. Look, bank. Booth. Anchor. I'm pretty sure I had. Well, I have a pot of flour, so I'm gonna. I think I should be able to use the pot of flour. Well, now I have an empty pot. Frank's shiny silver-coated pot coated with a thin layer of flour.
Wait, supposed to, oh, you can pick
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to the kitchen. I need to. I clicked on that just to get my bearings. Old looking wall. So that old looking wall is for that other quest, can't remember the name of at the moment. I'm just trying to get over to the bar, the inn. Close large door? I just don't know exactly where it is. I thought it was to the left, the immediate left of... Oh, poison salesman. That's literally who I need to talk to.
Good job.
I'm investigating the murder at the Sinclair house. There was a murder at the Sinclair house? That's terrible. And I was only there the other day, too. They brought the last of my patented multi-purpose poison. Patented multi-purpose poison? Ah, a miracle of modern apothecaries. This exclusive concoction has been tested on all known forms of life and has been humans, and has been proven to kill them all in varying dilutions from cockroaches to king dragons. So incredibly versatile, it can be used as pest control, a cleansing agent, drain cleaner, metal polish, and washes whiter than white. All with our uniquely fragrant concoction that is immediately recognizable across the land as Peter Potter's patented poison potion. The salesman stops for breath. I'd love to sell you some, but I've sold out recently. That's just how good it is. 328 people in this area alone cannot be wrong. 9 out of 10 poisoners prefer it in controlled tests. Can I help you with anything else? Perhaps I can take your name and add it to our mailing list of poison users. We will only send you information related to the use of poison and other Peter Potter products.
What the heck?
No, it's okay, really. Who did you sell poison to at the house? Well, Peter Potter's patented multi-purpose poison is a product of such obvious quality that I'm glad to say I managed to sell a bottle to each of the Sinclairs. Anna, Bob, Carol, David, Elizabeth, and Frank all bought a bottle. In fact, they bought the last of my supplies. Maybe I can take your name and address, and I'll personally come and visit you when the stocks return. No, it's okay. I think I now have to legit talk to every single one of them again.
Why?
To see what they bought the poison for.
Oh my god.
Can I buy some poison? I'm afraid I'm totally out of stock at the moment after my successful trip to the Sinclair's house the other day. But don't you worry, our factories are working overtime to produce Peter Potter's patented multi-purpose poison. Possibly the finest multi-purpose poison and cleaner yet available to the general market. And its unique fragrance makes it the #1 choice for cleaners and exterminators the whole country over. I have those pots I found at the murder scene. Show the poison salesman the pot you found at the murder scene with the unusual smell. Yes, that smells exactly like my patented multi-purpose poison, but I don't see how it could be. It quite clearly says on the label of all bottles not to be taken internally. Extremely poisonous. Perhaps someone else put it in his wine? Yes, I suppose that could have happened.
Good job, salesman.
Okay, let's get back to business.
You thought it was freak. Now you think it's Elizabeth.
I mean, she is a real tool. Investigate the fountain. Where are you running to? I want to talk to Bob. I can't reach that. I need to open the gate. And look, I'm checking the fountain once again. Where's Bob? Bob is there, and this doesn't match the tune. Talk to Bob. I'm here to help the guards with their investigation. I suppose I'd better talk to you then. Why'd you buy poison the other day? What's it to you anyway? You absolutely must know we had a problem with the beehive in the garden. As all of our servants are so pathetically useless, I decided I would deal with it myself, so I did. Okay. Bob says they had a problem with the beehive in the garden. There's a large number of insects around the closed gate, chicken, fountain. Hope is sleeping in the back.
I'm not sleeping.
I need to find the beehive again. Pick cabbage, wheat, family beehive. It's a very old beehive.
I think this is just indicating
That it is Bob.
did Bob not, what did
Didn't
Bob,
do what he said he did with his poison.
which was what?
He used it on the beehive. The bees are fine.
Or, I don't know, the insects around the fountain?
I never did inspect the crest
Oh my god.
because I couldn't reach the crest. Oh, it's just on the outside of the door. Open door, Hobbs and Shaw over there. Open large doors. Who was down on the bottom floor? Everyone in the library? Frank? David? Frank? Where are you? Why is the map... Where did my map... Why did the map pop up?
What the heck? Because you talked to Frank?
Because I talked to Frank, the map popped up?
That's so weird.
No map. Illegal. I'm here to help the guards with their investigation. Spare me money. Why'd you buy poison? Would you like to buy some? I'm kind of strapped for cash right now. I'll sell it to you cheap. It's hardly been used at all. I'd used it to clean a bit to clean that family crest out. A bit. Do you think I get much money for the family crest? Actually, I cleaned up a bit now. It's all. I cannot read. It's cleaned up a bit now. Where is David? That was so weird. Talking to Frank turned the map back on.
That is really weird.
Look, I killed Jeff. Got 49 GP. I actually didn't pick up the bolts. So it's really not 49 GP. Wasn't David down here?
I don't remember.
Hobbs. Frank. David. Did I see David? Am I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
to the left.
To the left? Found David. I was like, Dave. Wait a minute. I need a David. Why'd you buy the poison the other day? There was a nest of spiders upstairs between two servants' quarters. Obviously, I had to kill them before our pathetic servants whined at my father some more. Hold on. The spiders were not dead either.
Yes, they were. It was just a spider web.
Nest? Honestly, it's like they expect to be treated like royalty. If I had my way, I would fire the whole work-shy lot of them. Or is that work-she? I don't know. Where is the flower? Let's see if we can make it to the range. Who else was down here? Hobbs and Anna. Anna's down here. Talk to Anna. Open door, and then talk to Anna. What'd you buy the poison for? That useless gardener Stanford has let his compost heap fester. It's an eyesore to the garden, so I bought some poison from my traveling salesman so that I could kill off some of the wildlife living in it. Gonna have to verify that one. Have to take from this barrel of flour. Can't reach that, so we're gonna have to open up the door and then take from the barrel of flour. Still plenty of flour left. Use flour on the murder weapon. We're gonna take from examine. Flimsy looking dagger found the crimson coated with a thin layer of flour. I need more flypaper probably. Do I have to go get some more or
Mm-hmm. I think so.
take from barrel of flour? Use it on the needle. Take from barrel of flour. Use it on the book. Take from barrel of flour. Use it on that. Take from barrel of flour. Use it on that. Take from barrel of flour. Use it on that. Okay. We're going to use the flypaper on the criminal's dagger. Examine. An unidentified fingerprint taken from the murder weapon. I'm going to have to go get more flypaper, aren't I? Where's... Should literally just be right over here. Should I go? I'm gonna try and do that now. Hobbs and a closed door. Let's just get out of this house. Open large doors. Open door. Wasn't the flypaper right out here? Closed door. We don't want investigate sacks. Some flypaper. Should I take it? Yes, it might be useful. Don't tell me I need like a lot. I think I need a lot. Yes, it might be useful. Okay, take that. We now have Frank's print. They don't seem to do the same. I guess that clears Frank of the crime. You destroy the useless fingerprint. It's not Frank. Not Frank. Okay. Yes, it might be useful. Silver needle. Sleeping. Yes, you're sleeping. The fingerprints are an exact match to Elizabeth's. Suspicious. Knew it. Let's go see what she has to say about what she did with the poison. Hold on, while we're out here, where's that compost pile? A heap of compost. Can I examine it? Pile of smelly, rotting waste. See, I don't know. You think it would tell me that there are dead insects all around, but it didn't.
What?
You're sleeping.
I'm not sleeping.
Did I go upstairs? Climb down. Yeah, I did. Where is... Let's see what Carol has to say for herself before we accuse her of the crime.
I thought it was Elizabeth.
It is Elizabeth. I just want to talk to Carol, but I can't. Why did you buy poison? I don't see what on earth it has to do with you, but the drain outside was blocked and nobody else has the intelligence to even unblock a simple drain. I felt like I had to do it myself. Okay, talk to Mary. Mary, quite contrary. Is stuck behind a door, or is it just me? Open drawers, closed door, closed door, closed door. Where's Mary? Where's the door to Mary? More like. How's about I just... Don't worry, Hope, we're almost there. I don't... Here, let's investigate the spider's nest. Spider's nest of some kind. Where's the door to Mary? It says closed door, but I can't talk to Mary. Whoa. That was weird. Closed door. Talk to Mary with a closed door, open door. Where's Mary? Where'd she go? Talk to Mary. Closed door. Talk to Mary.
Maybe she's stuck right there.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking. How can I help? What'd you do with the poison? I overheard Anna saying to Stanford that if he didn't do something about the state of his compost heap, she was going to. She really doesn't get on well with Stanford. I really have no idea why. You'd really have to ask her, though. Did I ask her about the poison? Do you know why so much poison was bought recently?
Mary's not a sibling.
Yes, she was.
No. I thought it was Louise, Carol, and...
Was it Louisa?
Yeah, I thought so. No, it's Anna.
I already talked to Anna.
Yeah, it's Anna,
Elizabeth.
Carol, and Elizabeth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got my...
And I'm sleeping.
What? You are sleeping?
No.
Where is Elizabeth? I'm gonna accuse that muffin.
That muffin.
I need to get over there, but I am stuck.
Remember, you closed the door to talk to Mary.
Open door. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Jesus.
Oh, there she is. There's the killer, everyone. Here we go. What'd she do with the poison? There was a nest of mosquitoes under the fountain in the garden, which I killed with poison the other day.
Mm-hmm. No, you
You
did
can see
it.
for yourself if you're capable of managing that, which I somehow doubt. I hate mosquitoes. That's the thing, though. There were dead bugs by the...
Oh, it said dead bugs? I thought it didn't say dead bugs.
No, it's the... Someone teleported out of here.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Well, now I'm just baffled.
I thought it just said they were bugs.
One of the guards has asked me for my help. I have found some colored thread. It might be useful. I've taken the murder weapon. It might help me. I have a strange smelling pot. It seems like a clue.
I thought you just said that the phone had bugs.
Let's talk to the guard, and we're gonna blame Elizabeth.
No, don't blame Elizabeth if it said dead bugs.
See,
I thought you just said that they were just bugs.
so the fingerprints are an exact match to Elizabeth's. Flower.
Go back up to the fountain. When
I'm looking for it. A fountain with a large number of insects around the base.
They never said they were dead.
Never said they were dead. Talk to guard. I know who did it. I have fingerprints of the culprit. I have Elizabeth's fingerprints here. You can see for yourself they match the fingerprints on the murder weapon exactly. You show the guard. Wasn't that not the murder weapon, though? The fingerprint evidence. I'm impressed. How on earth did you think of something like that? I've never heard of such a technique for finding criminals before. This will come in very handy in the future, but we can't arrest someone just on this. I'm afraid you still need to find more evidence before we can close this case completely.
Did you fingerprint the bat?
No, I didn't.
That's what you need to fingerprint.
I know. Barnacles.
Well, so now it isn't going to be Elizabeth.
I know. Open door. Open the sesame. Open the sesame. Did I goof? Where's the barrel? Where's the door? Hold the door!
Don't do that.
Who's got a better story? The surface isn't shiny enough to take a fingerprint from. Sticky odor.
I'm so confused.
I've talked to all of them. The spider, like, I look at all the stuff. The only one I didn't really verify. Open door. I'm missing something, but I can't. I don't know what I'm missing. It's just like I can't remember what I've forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to ask more of the others about why so much. Because what's her face corroborated the heap. So now, what does Hobbs say or Stanford say? Where's Hobbs? Isn't Hobbs down here? Yes. Well, I do know that Elizabeth was extremely annoyed by the mosquito nest under the fountain in the garden, and was going to do something about it. I suspect any poison she bought would have been enough to get rid of it. A good job too. I hate mosquitoes. Yeah, so do I. You really have to ask. You really have to ask her though. Dang it! It's not Elizabeth. How did we rule out Frank?
I have no idea who did.
I wrote not Frank. I just don't remember how or why. Where's Louisa? It's not Louisa. She's not a daughter. Where did she go? Rat. They have rats? Bro, where's Peter Potter's patented polyjuice potion? Why am I cooking? Why am I cooking? I cooked my chicken and I burned it. Why is she moving? Alright, who can Louisa? I told Carol to buy some for that strange poison salesman and clean the drains before they began smelling worse. She was the one who blocked them in the first place with the load of beans that she bought for some reason. There were far too many to eat, and they were almost rotten when she bought them anyway. You really have to ask her, though. Okay, so it's not Carol. Elizabeth annoyed by that. I'm impressed. I wonder what she think of that. Over at Anna's. Okay, so it's not Anna. It's not any of the daughters. I just don't remember how I ruled out Frank. Who's upstairs? Besides Carol, Mary. Oh, Donovan, the handyman. Oh, Freaky Forester. Kill some pheasants? Okay, so what I learned about these pheasants, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that you can kill any pheasant.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
It doesn't matter what one he wants, you just need to kill a pheasant. And take the raw pheasant to the freaky forester, and then you can leave the area. And get a leader hose on top. Now where's Donovan? I cannot reach Donovan. I can't reach that. Open door. Donovan. Okay, open drawers. I saw an open door, not a closed door. Don't close the door, don't do it. Open door. Talk to Donovan. Here to help the guards with the investigation. How can I help? Why was so much poison? Well, I do know Frank bought some poison recently. I cleaned the family crest that's outside. It's very old and rusty, and I couldn't clean it myself, so he said he'd buy some cleaner and clean it himself. He probably just got some from that poison salesman who came to the door the other day. You'd really have to ask him, though. Okay, so it really isn't Frank. Now I need to talk to Stanford and Gossip, maybe? Or am I missing someone else? Open door. I just need to find the stairs down, bro. Open sesame. Staircase. I saw you. Vobistu. Bookcase. Staircase. I have a hard time. Climb up staircase. Guard. at the large door. It's Pierre. Pierre over here. Talk to Pierre. Here to help the guards. How can I help? How much poison was bought recently? Well, I know David said I was going to do something about spiders nests between the two servants' quarters upstairs. Made a big deal about it to Mary the maid, calling her useless and incompetent. Felt quite sorry for her. Actually, you'd really have to ask him, though. So now it's not David. I feel like one of them was not telling the full truth here. But let's see what happens after I talk to Stanford and then go talk to a guard. Well, Bob mentioned to me that the other day you wanted to get rid of the bees in the hive over there. I think I saw him buying poison from the poison system over there. So this way, yeah, we really have to ask him though. So now it's not Bob. One of these was not telling the truth, and I don't remember. So we're gonna go talk to a guard and see what my character says. I'm sure there is a guard in the house. Can't reach that. I know who did it. I have proof it wasn't any of the servants. Each of the guard 30 found in the window. All the servants dressed in black. Couldn't have been one of them. Some good work, I guess. It was the servants who still proved who did it, though. Okay. Don't tell me I need to... Now I'm at another dead end. Unless I... did not even drop it. Beehive. Let's see if the beehive tells me anything. The hive is empty. There are a few dead bees and the faint smell of poison. I should have kept better notes. Now I need to check out compost heap. Faint smell of poison behind, smell the compost. Okay. Now we're going to check out the drain.
What?
You just have your head down. It's funny.
Why?
Looks like you're sleeping.
Oh,
Seems to have recently been cleaned. You still smell the faint aroma of poison. Check the family crest. Sinclair family crest, joining freshly polished and a slight smell of poison. What was the last one? The fountain or the nest upstairs? It's gonna be. It's always the nest. It was the nest the last time for me.
I'm just behind.
Was it?
I think so.
Yeah, I remember mine being the spider's nest, not taken care of. I don't know where the... Okay, if that's a beehive. How big is this mansion, bro? Where is the fountain? There's a nest of them underneath. Ooh, the fountain is swarming with mosquitoes. There's a nest of them underneath the fountain.
See, I told you.
It was Elizabeth. Certainly clear nobody's used poison here. Elizabeth. I don't know if I have to check the spider's nest before I can blame her. I knew it was Elizabeth. Where'd the guard go? What am I doing? I have conclusive proof who the killer was. You do, that's excellent work. Let's hear it then. I don't think it was an intruder, and I don't think Lord Sinclair was killed by being stabbed. Really? Why not? Nobody heard the guard dog barking, which would have if it had been an intruder who was responsible. Nobody heard any signs of a struggle either. I think the knife was there to throw suspicion away from the real culprit. Yes, that makes sense, but who did do it then? You proved to the guard the thread matches Elizabeth's clothes. Yes, I have to agree with that, but we need more evidence. You proved to the guard Elizabeth did not use poison on the fountain. Excellent work. Have you considered a career as a detective? But I'm afraid it's still not quite enough. You match Elizabeth's finger to those on the dagger found in the body of Lord Sinclair. Yes, there's no doubt about it. It must have been Elizabeth who killed her father. All of the guards must congratulate you on excellent work in helping us to solve this case. We don't have many murderers here in Gielinor, and I'm afraid we wouldn't have been able to solve it by ourselves. We will hold her here under house arrest until such time as we bring her to trial. You have our gratitude, and I'm sure the rest of the families as well, in helping to apprehend the murderer. I'll just take the evidence from you now. You hand over all of the evidence. Look at that. You can take my burnt chicken. Please accept this reward from the family. 3 quest points, 1,406 crafting experience, and 2,000 coins.
Nice.
Where did the crafting come from?
The needle? He likes to craft? I don't know.
That's interesting.
Just take